Negative political ads. I just kind of assume that they work because otherwise, why would you subject people to all that annoying, nasty stuff for months on end if it didn't work? With several Next viewers asking us about this strategy, politics guy Marshall Zelinger takes a look.
Just like leaves changing colors, a sign of fall are the political ads with harsh voices and ominous sound effects.
Colorado's high crime rate.
That leads to our next questions. Stan wanted to know if these ads really have an effect. Gabriel wrote us and said he's never met anyone that has stated they are swayed by political ads.
People don't like to admit that, first of all. If you want to prevent people from, or slow somebody's momentum and you're in a campaign, a negative ad can do that.
David Flaherty from conservative polling firm Magellan Strategies once worked for the Republican National Committee testing negative ads.
We did find that negative ads were helpful in changing voter opinion towards a candidate.
Some of the ads you're seeing have a unique touch, like the ones on behalf of Republican Barbara Kirkmeyer, who is running for the 8th Congressional District against Democrat Yadira Caraveo. But the first photos shown are Democratic House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democratic New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and President Biden.
They know that Nancy Pelosi's image rating is not very good, obviously, in the state, or AOC's, and I think there's ample research around that, perhaps, where AOC and her policies are perhaps too liberal for many middle voters in the 8th Congressional District.
An ad paid for by Democratic Senator Michael Bennet started with an odd first line.
Joe O'Dea is the perfect candidate, according to Mitch McConnell.
This is not an ad promoting Republican Senate candidate Joe O'Dea, rather a negative ad meant to draw your attention to a connection with Republican Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell.
It's clever in a way that it's not like a cold 2x4. Don't vote for them, right? We've seen all those dark ads before, and those can have some limited effect. But their research has clearly shown that Mitch McConnell's image rating in the state of Colorado among unaffiliated voters is likely to be very, very poor. Otherwise, they would not introduce that content within a 30-second ad.
David Flaherty also points out it's an advanced move that you have to assume the voter you're reaching out to is familiar with, say, Mitch McConnell, and then also does not have a favorable opinion of him. Just like seeing an ad with Nancy Pelosi and assuming the person knows who she is and does not have a favorable opinion. Bottom line, Stan and Gabriel, who asked the questions, as you said at the start, if it didn't work, these places wouldn't be spending millions of dollars making it work.
And they're hoping that just kind of like a fleeting message catches in somebody's mind some kind of association that they hold on to, in lieu of, say, watching an excellent public affairs program where a reporter every night explains the nuances of policy.
Maybe I should start doing more stories that have a negative connotation. Maybe that'll stick with you. I point out like that, the perfect candidate one. If you only watch 5 seconds of that Michael Bennet ad and then turn the channel, all you heard was Joe O'Dea is the perfect candidate.
If you didn't catch it, it was with Mitch McConnell and you're supposed to dislike him. Or
perhaps that one was a little too cute unless you watched all of the ad.
Yeah. My favorite is when they do the little disclaimer, I'm Joe Smith and I approve this message at the beginning of the ad.
That one did it.
You know it's going to be nasty because they don't want to put their name at the end of it because you're like, ooh, who'd that come from? Oh, that guy. Yeah, that's my trick. Anyway, Marshall, thank you.